Hello, welcome to my reading room. It's Sylvie here. Today we're going to do a question on what are they saying as soon as I leave the room? As soon as you leave the room. Before we get started, press that like, subscribe, the bell icon for video updates, thumbs up, share my links. That's all appreciated. Timestamp down below. Let's just take our time, choose your pile. And yeah, so I'll see you there. Okay, group one, let's see what's going on. Let's see. So we have quite a few messages, and well, so far it seems like there's some kind of music happening, something, or it's very fun or peaceful. Something's going on with harmony. Or it's leaving. So I should have maybe picked them both, but so either someone lost it, or it's not happening, it's not very good, it's something to do with letting it go and walking away. So let's find out more, because that's really interesting and it's not 100% clear yet, but I am picking up some messages on it. Like I am picking up that it has to do with leaving or lost or not as good, or not having a good feeling. So what are they saying? Oops, the whole deck's up reverse. Well, so like when you're in the room, like they do listen to what you have to say. It's like, they talk about what was said, and it starts off small, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So you're talked about, somebody speaks up and says a word, like, anything, and then bang, it just gets going, right? And it has to do with what you can do and how hard you work. So it seems positive for the most part. It starts off positive. It is talking about your loss. I feel like it's talking about how good you are, how hard you put effort into it, how you make things happen, and how you can create, and your ideas are good. So they're really for you. But the feeling of the main topic is how either you're not going for your goal, you're not obtaining what you want. It's like they believe in you and they see all the good and everything, and it's like almost a shame that you're not following through, or that you're not succeeding, or that you're not doing, or you're not happy. So they talk about you, and about how you're feeling. It's all about that. So it doesn't seem negative in a way that, well, any gossip and talk, I guess, is negative, but they feel like they have your back. I mean, they feel like they're talking about, oh, I wish. They're not meaning to be hurtful or hateful, and that's not what they mean, but they do talk a lot about your losses or your lack of doing, or, and yeah. So, yeah, they just know that you're good. And the thing is how it affects others. Like, when others listen to this, when others hear this, and the ones that are in the room, other people are listening, they do see your potential, and they do see that they know that you're good, or that they know that you're good. And, things could go very well for you. They really wish you the best, and they want you to succeed, and to heal from whatever you're stopping you from going and stuff like this. So this group here, I really feel like they care deeply about you. So the people that you are around a lot, like, I mean, we will pick up a specific person, like if there's somebody like instigator, but so far it's really people that care about you, and they really want the best for you, but they dwell on your negativities, like your shortfall, your downside kind of thing. What must you know about this? Well, things aren't going well, that's for sure. Things are not going well. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you're headed in the right direction. Like you're not doing what you should be doing. When it, like, it's like I get a double message. It's like you could be doing really, really good, and your second choice or what you're going to do is going to be good for you. But when it comes to what they're gossiping about, you're not really doing well with it. You could do so much better. Yeah. What they're talking about, they're right. I mean, you could do very well with it, right? They see something in you that they want to work with you. They wish that they could, like, embrace you or let you know, or somebody wants to work with you, or you're meant to be with somebody in this. It's not just by yourself, or if it is by yourself, then maybe embrace that side of you. But it's definitely like they're wishing that you would do, and you could do good with that. Yeah. Well, whatever you're doing is the right direction anyway. And this message here is letting me know that you are spiritually guided, and you're divine, or you the universe, or whoever you believe with is walking with you. They're there. They sometimes give you little signs or signals or hints of their presence. Don't want to spook you out, but it's not in a scary way. It's more like an encouraging way. So sometimes you may make a decision and you don't know exactly, and then something will come up to confirm that you're doing right, and that's how they come through. Is giving you that confirmation that you need, that little boost, that little push, and they're there for you in that way. So yes, whatever they gossip about you when you leave, they're really preoccupied with this loss that you have. But it doesn't mean that if you're not doing it, doesn't mean that you need to do it. That's what I'm saying. Keep going with what you're doing. I hope I'm not confusing you, because you're on the right track, on the right way, on the right path. You're doing a good journey. You're going to be happy. But they really pushing this, and they're not talking to your face about it or talking to you. So it's almost like they know better, or they don't want to let you know that they're still talking about it. It's like they judge you constantly because they want you to do good. They want the best for you. They want things. They're really there for you. You have the Judgment card, the Death card, and the Justice card. So this is like second chance for new beginnings, and hoping everything works out for you in a fair and awesome way. So they want things to be good for you. So no one's looking at you in a bad way. They just really gossip about or talk about this lack of talent that you're not using, or trait or skill or something like that. 2, let's see. Let's see what's going on with you. What are people talking about when you leave the room? So when you're around people that love you or around people that don't love you, let's see what's going on. Well, it has to do with you changing, not being the same. It seems like you've changed a lot. You've improved, or there's something good about you, something different, something wonderful, and they're really proud of you, or they really enjoy you. So wow, this is awesome. I love the feel of it already. So, so far, yeah, they really proud of you. Like either you overcame something, or you changed something up, or you managed to turn something around. Let's see what else there is. So, oh, your wishes, their wishes. You kind of like been a loner, or you kind of someone that's kind of alone, or doesn't, you don't mingle much, or you're quiet. There's like a loner feel to this card, like to you, like that, or you're thinking, so you're quiet, and you're always sitting there paying attention and thinking, or you know what's going on around you, but you don't mingle that much. You're definitely someone who thinks a lot, and you're always thinking. Yeah, that's what I get. But you're also a loner, or you don't share that part with others, and they wish you would. They wish to know more about it. So they really want to know about what you're thinking about. What is it that you're sitting there so quiet about? Like, why are you alone in that spot or that area? Or why aren't you mingling? Or why aren't you being part of that conversation in the way that you're sharing? You know? So they want to know that stuff, and they talk about that. Oh, you never say much, or you're always on your own, or you're always like just sitting there listening, but you don't mainly talk, or you're always thinking, something like that. Yeah, people want you to loosen up and join join them with ideas, yeah, they want you to join in, share the fun, have some sunshine with them, let go, be like more free. Yeah, enjoy. Yeah, there you go. Temperance, make things happen, shake it up, so they find you stiff, they find you like really a person that's hard to get through, or hard to really enjoy to the fullest, and they want you to just open up and be carefree a bit when you're around them, like, they wish they knew more about you, but they're so proud of you. It's not that they're criticizing you. So when you leave the room, they just talk about that your personality is mostly what they talk about, because what you're doing with yourself, they're very proud of that. But that's not the issue of the room. The issue of the room is your personality. I feel like it's this one. So yeah, this is definitely, like, you definitely could do better for sure. Like, you could be like giving them more. You don't. You hold back, but or sometimes you feel like you are giving a lot, and in reality you're not. You don't give too much, and you don't feel like you don't connect. You don't sit there and connect so much and walk with them and fulfill, like, in feelings and loving feelings, or affection, or like you're not in tune with your emotions that much. And you could be. I mean, you could do it. There's definitely, for sure, yeah, you could share in that passion of yours, and indulge them with more of how you feel, how you are. It would be okay. I mean, they're safe enough to do that with. What does this say? Yeah, your decision is your decision, completely your decision. How you want to be is up to you. I wouldn't change a thing. I mean, if you want to be more open, it's going to work out for you, and it'll be safe, and you'll enjoy these people for sure. It's going to be, but if you stay the way you are, you just keep things private, and you're not all that out there socially, that's okay too. It's not going to change your happiness. It's not going to change your path, your journeys. Either choices that you pick, you're going to end up being in a good place. It won't make much of a difference at all, a difference It's just how you're perceived and how you handle yourself. But the end result is going to be good either way. That's, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah. Well, you did have something that happened to you for sure. No one's talking about that. No one's saying anything. They're just so proud of you. So whatever you did that changed, steps or whatever you managed to do, no one talks about the past. They just talk about all the good that's in front of you. Yeah, look at this. They just embrace you. They just support you. They just think you're really doing so well, and they're so proud of you. No one brings up any negativity when it comes to you. They just want more of you. That's it. They're your support team. They're there for you. They believe in you. They just want more of you. And that's what they talk about when you're gone. Group 3. Let's see what's going on. Right away it jumps out. Make things happen. Make things happen. Yeah. Well, it seems like you protect yourself, or you protect something. You protect your needs and your wants. You protect, there's a lot of secrets with you. You keep things to yourself. You don't share, it seems secretive, and they talk about that. What you're hiding. You're hiding something. You're hiding your success or your plans or your wants or what you're up to. You're hiding something. They talk about that. I know I repeated myself, but they really talk about that. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so we have 2 for the middle. So, yeah, something happened, or you've been stressing over something. There's something that you're stressed, or they know that you're not. I feel like they feel like they know that you're up to something. There's something that's not so good, or you have something that you did that wasn't so. You don't want them to know, like wasn't good. You don't want them to know. You're stressing. They feel it. You're hiding, and you're stressing them out. Or they feel like something bad happened, or you hold on to something that was really bad. It feels like you supported a friend. You've been around someone that they may not agree with, or that stresses them out, or they don't want you around that person. So you're either having a new person in your life, a new love, someone that you really enjoy, someone that you really support, and you're there doing a lot for them. You're helping them. You're taking care of them. Yeah, and so they feel like you're hiding way more than what you're saying. Or they're talking about. I feel like this is almost like a gossip, but they're talking about how this relationship is not very good, or it won't work out, or it's stressful, or it's going to end up in a it's like there's something there's a message that wants to come through. It's like it's going to in the long run not be good, or it won't work out. I get that some people might think that it might be okay later, maybe, but I don't know. That's what they're gossiping about. Your love life, or your new friend, or who you're helping. Because I'm picking up more than one scenario here. So you have to pick the one that suits you, because there are really 3 different directions. But the thing is, the talk is generally like the same direction. They're kind of against what you're doing, and they don't like it that you help so much, or that you put in so much, or you give so much, They feel like you're hiding way more than you're saying. Yes, judgment. Okay. So, they're judging you for sure. For sure, they're judging you. They're judging you completely. They judge you on how you are, how you stand, how you walk, what you do, what you accomplish. Yeah, your success. They want you to have a second chance. They want you to have a good chance. They want you to succeed. That's what I'm getting. So they're talking about you in this way because they want you to obtain something better for the future, and they feel like this will not work out for you, and you deserve something better for the future. So they want good for you, just not this good or that good. Well, it sounds wrong. They want you to be really good. They just don't want to share it with whoever you're sharing it with. Yeah, you are keeping things a secret. Well, you give them enough though. You do give them enough. Like, you're not as secretive as you think, or you say way more than you should. Yeah, this is definitely. Sorry, I just want to look at this few cards. Yeah, well, it's just saying that person's is really good and happy for you. Yeah, it just I don't know if somebody needed to know that, but yeah, they're not going to break your heart. No, they're not going to break your heart. No, you know what you're doing. So that's what I'm getting out of that. That was separate reading, I guess. But okay, so yeah. So you're not really holding back as much as you think. You're not all that secretive. You think you're holding, or you may think that you're holding back, but you're not really. There's lots of things that you do that is a telltale, and they latch onto that. They latch onto everything that they can, and they listen well. They really listen. Like, you think you're talking and you're not slipping up, or if you slip up, that they're not understanding it or realizing it. They're right on it. They absolutely know everything that you don't want them to know. They pretty much know everything. They know that you're hiding more, but I mean, yeah. Whenever you speak, they grab a hold of everything. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you need to know how to choose and pick your times. Choose and pick what you're saying, what you're doing with these people. Yeah, because what you're doing right now matters. It says here that the here and now. It really matters what you're doing now. It makes a difference in your life and how your life is going to go. So really pay attention to what's happening in your moments. Really pay attention to what you're doing and what's going on around you and how it's affecting others or yourself in your decisions of the now. Like, you're living for today, and what is today giving me, and how is it accomplishing my success or my surroundings, and how my support team is reacting to me, because what you're doing today matters, and so how you handle this situation, I guess they're kind of telling you that you need to choose your battles. You need to choose your decisions on how to handle things, and do it in a good way, because they really want the good for you, but it seems like you're not open, like you're not doing things in an open way. So you're kind of like, I don't want to say that you're causing this reaction to you when you leave the room, but you're definitely feeding it more by holding back and because if you feel like there's something to hide, and they're picking up on that, then you're only giving them the right, or the feeling of being right, and that's what I'm picking up. I know messages. Sometimes I don't know, like, I don't want to preach or, like, give you a sermon, but sometimes that's the messages I'm picking up, and I say as things as they come. Yeah, you're going to be okay. Follow your passion. Follow your what you want to do, for sure, because it's all good. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Just don't feel like you have to hide it. Yeah, live your passion the way you want. It's all good. Okay, group 4, let's see what's going on. Happiness and lots of changes. Knowing what you want, knowing what you're doing. So there is talk when you leave the room, and when you leave, they mostly talk about how you're moody, how you change with the wind. Like you're definitely someone who knows what they want. You know what you're doing, and but you're moody. That's what I pick up. You change like the seasons, but in a serious way. It's like your presence is so strong, and you put out what you want and how you want. So everybody, it's like, this is how I want to be treated. This is how I demand respect. I want what I want, kind of thing, but moody. Like, so someone says something to you in a certain way, might not work out for them. So let's see what they say. That's what I pick up that they're talking about, Okay, so what are they talking about? What are they saying as soon as you leave the room? What are they saying as soon as you leave the room? So they're talking about your choices and how you don't know everything, even though sometimes you complicate things. You don't know everything, or you have lots of choices. You could do better. Things could come easier to you, but you complicate everything. And that's what they really talk about. You give out a lot, sure. I mean, there's a take and give for sure. I mean, you're good-hearted. Like, I mean, you mean well. You give a lot. You give a lot of yourself. You give a lot to people who need it. You make things happen. But you complicate things, and you're moody, and your choices. Yeah, you support other people's choices, and you definitely see, you hold them up and you support them. You go, oh, yeah, sure, go ahead and do that, but in a forceful way, or it seems like you impose yourself more on them, even though you're good and your intentions are good, but it's too complicated, and that's what they talk about. Oh. Don't get all like defensive, because let's find out more before we speak. How does it affect them and you, and what's going on? Like, I mean, how does that influence others when they speak like that? Because they definitely want good things for you, or they want second chances. Whoa, okay, I want this one too. Okay, so this one here. So yeah, so they want second chance. They want to do good. When things don't work out well, they want to place things in a better way. They want things to go off really good, and they want a new beginning, a new start. They want to make the right, but they're afraid. They're afraid to make the wrong choice. Yeah, they have a lot of good here, a lot of good for sure. This is definitely a lot of good, but they're still like, they wish things to be good, and when they're not, they want to make it better, like fix it or change it up, or start over, or reset things the way they should be, and they're just afraid of how to go about it sometimes. Yeah. they do succeed and they do manage, right? But that's the key word, they manage. And they talk about that a lot. Like they have to manage around you, manage to have the room, the setting, the feel, everything in a certain way when you're around, because you demand it, and your presence demands it, whether you say it verbally or not. They read all that into you. The vibes that come out of off you are strong and overwhelming, and people get sensitive to it, and they want to please you. They want things to go well, and when it don't, they want to fix it. And so they gossip about that. That they spend their time, like they spend endless time talking about that. So as soon as you leave the room, they talk about whatever that mood was. They don't let it go. Too many cards. Yeah, the bubble. So, yeah, you're not all that successful when you're around them. You don't support them that well. Like, I mean, even you may think that you're doing well around them, or you may think that you're doing good, but you're not. It doesn't come off that way. It comes more like you try, or it's all everybody tries, or you feel like your way is the best, or there's something about you that really is very overwhelming for them. It says be happy. Happiness is around you. How you are and what you want. You hold your own happiness in your hands. It's up to you to be happy. No one, whatever anyone else says, it shouldn't affect you. It shouldn't affect your happiness, because you hold your own key to your happiness, your own secret. Like you're the one that makes it or breaks it, and that's the way it should be. And your spiritual guides, or they're telling you and they're screaming out to you, be yourself. Don't let them convince you otherwise, and if they can't handle that you're a strong individual that has opinions, and you're successful, and you demand to be treated a certain way, if they can't handle that, then that's kind of like their problem, because that's what you need right now in your life. And yeah, that's what I'm picking up anyway. Is be happy. Make your own happiness. Don't let them sway you from that. But they're not being mean. They really want to please you. So they're not against you. It's just that they're against your moodiness or your strong opinions. That's what they have a hard time with. So I'll leave it at that. Let's see what else is there. Yeah, the knowing of what you want, passion. Yeah. Well, there you go. It's, but really, when it comes down to it, like said and done, and after they're settled and talked and everything's settling down, the thing is watching you and really seeing the passion. They really jump in with you. They really love to take that journey with you. They want to know more. They want to be around you. They want to see you grow. They want to support what you want. So they're really there for you. A lot of times I call it venting. They vent their frustration on that mood that you brought with you at times. When you decide to be moody, that's when they talk. But they really embrace who you are. They embrace what you want. They really they want to see you do well, and they jump in for the journey. Like they would never trade you in. They want to be there the whole way. Okay, group 5, let's see what's going on with you. So we have a message here, and it's about Well, it says tiny triumphs, tiny steps. So I feel like it has to do with the directions, your success, where you're headed, um, taking your time or being slow, maybe picking up that maybe, well, I'm getting that it has to do with taking your time, maybe not going fast enough for them. So when they leave the room, what are they saying? Or what are they talking about? Or, I feel like they're talking about your timing, how slow you are when it comes to your success or what you're trying to do or what you're obtaining. There's something you're taking your time with. Well, you're very stubborn. You're very stubborn, and they're not clear on what you want. There's a stubbornness. You're that stubborn with them. They feel like they can't get through. And here, you're not sure where you're going or what you're doing. They know that you're doing something or you're going for something good, but what is it? Like, they're not quite clear on that. But they do wish you well. And so either, for some, if this is a love interest and there's someone that's in your life, they're talking about them a lot, talking about you both. And they're talking about how you're stubborn and not sure if that's the right person or how that's going or if that's even the person. So there's a lot of talking about that. So, yeah, or you're taking your time, your good old time, and they feel like maybe you should be hurrying it up a little bit because that person could be the right person for you. And they don't want you to lose out. But also, it could have to do with commitment. And like they want you to get married. That could be too. They talk about that. Also, if it's not a love interest, then it's committing to someone or something. Whether it's a business or a venture or a commitment of some kind anyway that needs to be done. They're just not sure what exactly is going on with that. So there's a lot of different scenarios, but the gossip is, I feel like it's gossip because they really are gossiping about your commitment to whether it's a person, place, or a thing, like a business or a venture of some kind or a commitment to yourself. So let's find out more. So they're really preoccupied with you and your steps. Yeah. Wow. They're really putting their nose where it doesn't really belong. They feel that you're not being realistic and you're worried about your choices. So you're not realistic about your choice, or you're not doing the right choice, or how this choice is going to affect you. They want things to go well. They want you to choose well. They want things to be in the right right for you. Right for you to choose and have and really do something well with it. But they're not having much faith in that you're going to choose right, or that you're even realistic in your choice or choices, or so they're really worried. And mostly is that they're not quite sure where you're going with all of this, and you're too slow. You're not taking the steps that need to be fast enough. And that's what they're really I want to say they're preoccupied with. Well, that has to do with love and family and stuff. So it's either the love of it has to do with family. So it's either a work family or actual family, or a commitment of some kind that brings you in some closeness, brings you into a family of some kind. So it doesn't seem like you're doing that very well. You are having a hard time with bringing it together, for sure. Like, it doesn't feel like it's something easy for you. So they see that and they're talking about it, but yeah, they seems to be a little bit yeah, opportunities are there, but you're not really going for them. You're kind of like, it feels like you don't see the good. You're really stressing on what you don't have, or you're worried, or you're just don't see the good. And so you are working towards your goals, but you're not there, and you're not really in a good state for it. So that's why you're taking your time. And they just but you know where you're going, and you're staying stubborn and true to yourself and true to your path. So there's somebody in your life that you're interested in. You're staying like, that's what I want, or the direction you're going, but it seems like they're not feeling like it's realistic. Well, here you have a message, and the message is from your divine, your spiritual guides, your angels, whoever you believe in, your God, your belief system. But here the messages are telling you that everything is going to be all right. That yes, you went through something, and you definitely had some type of loss, or something drastic has happened to you, or things didn't work out, or like something was taken away. Well, it's all changing. It's all like the good is coming in now. It's starting to show. And maybe you're not seeing it yet, but keep an eye on it, because you're going to be surprised how well things will work out. If you had a loss, you're going to have a greater gain. Something was broken, it's going to get fixed in some way, and it's going to be even better than what it was before. If there's a loss, and there's going to be something happening that's going to fix that, or replace it. Depends on what type of loss. Of course, some loss can't be replaced, but those losses will eventually you'll get over it, and things will get better. And then there's other losses that are fixable or are replaceable, and it's going to get even better. So everything points to that. So that's what that's saying. Even if you're taking tiny steps and you're headed in the right direction, you're doing really, really great in where you're going. It's going to be so successful, like you have no idea, but they're gossiping because they really want you to do well, but they just not sure about what you're doing is good, and you're really adamant that that's what you're going to do. I would definitely stick to what you're doing. Yes. So that's what they're gossiping about. You went through a lot, so they just don't want you to fall down, or go through more, or have more hurt. Yes, they want you to be happy. I felt that. They want you to be happy. They really they see that you're able, you're smart, and you have a lot going for you, and you can actually do this, right? And they want to support your happiness, and they're hoping that things you obtain what you want. But they're really gossiping. It doesn't mean to be hurtful, but they're lacking a bit of faith here. Feel like there's something else, so I'm going to pull it. Yeah. So they want you to have love, or feel the love, or obtain the love, or support you in a loving way. So love is strong here, even though they hurt with you. That's what I'm getting. They hurt with you, and they don't want to see anything bad happening to you.